lights go out, and it is Andy Gill who gets the jump ahead of Nick Smith. Oh no, oh, it's a problem there. Now, is that a chain thrown? I'm looking on the track to see if I can see something thrown like that, because Andy Gill, the hand goes straight up, he goes straight onto the grass. Andy, very experienced indeed. He's not going to join the quartet winners. This is great news for Mr. Smith, of course, because he would be the favourite to take over the front running. Now, he's looking to get back on the track. It's not a chain. He's come back onto the track. He's going very slowly. Now, Andy's not a stupid guy. I wonder if it cut out, but it's the bike's too old to switch it off and switch it back on again, mate. That doesn't work with these things, does it? Looks like Seb Barron's made the start in the Minitwins. Are we going to see a yellow flag? No, we don't see a yellow flag down there, do we? So let's have a quick look up at Wilson's and see. There goes Andy Gill. Yeah, I think he's found the pace. I think he's hit the reset button, and it's all come good. I thought it was too old to have a reset button, little old Kawasaki, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. I was wondering if he's just going to make his way to Agostini's and turn right instead of left, actually.
Yeah, no, he's not going to be in for a good haul of points.
Yeah, he's coming in. He's looking down to the left-hand side there, so I'm not sure what the issue is, because it's still got drive, obviously, because he's made it around this way.
Do you know what it could be? I wonder if it's a gear thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's snapped the gear lever, clicked it into second, and or maybe third or something on the bike, and said, you know what, I don't want to play this, so he couldn't actually go far forward any faster at all. So sadly, we do see Andy Gill coming into the back using the back entrance there, and how frustrating right at the very start there at the last race of the weekend too. So that robs poor old Andy Gill of making a weekend for him. So the big winner there could be Nick Smith, of course. And Nick was one of the riders who didn't go down to Pembrey, so he will have lost a whole stack of points there. We work our way through the points, so let's not worry about the rookie championship, because that's barely the champion. Right, here we go. Okay, now it's Marley McKenzie who's not coming out to play, isn't it? Which is a surprise. Simon Harvey's on it. Andy Gill was running third in the championship because he did so well at Brands Hatch. I think he'll be leading the championship now.
Absolutely.
And Nick Smith did not have a good Brands Hatch, wasn't at Pembrey, so he could definitely use it. So this could be one of those championships that could get very confusing as the season wears on. Seb Barron, we don't know much about Seb Barron, but we do know he's a very quick rider, and certainly the class of the field in the rookie Minitwins, as he will be leading the field around. Andy Gill dropped down, but it is a big surprise. Nick Smith leading Jake Donker's lead there. Steve Rapper up next. That's a sub-64 lead for Steve. Cade Watt, Simon Harvey is out there.
Good stuff there for Simon Harvey on bike number 67 then. As the rookie Minitwins come across the line, then it is Seb Barron ahead of Tom Svensson and James Egerton. That's Tim Wood, bike number 237 in fourth place. Next up will be, let's have a look, Davies ahead of King. Luff, Priestley across the line. There goes the Illuminous yellow of 173's Alex Buchanan. And 213 right, we're just waiting for the 251 of Craig Ferris, who is still getting to grips with the machine in the track here, I believe. And is just getting a little bit quicker with each and every lap is Craig Ferris there, so it's always good to see these riders improving. Yeah,
but absolutely, it's all about practice at the end of the day, and if you don't get out there, it's very well sitting there going, I could do better than that. Well, I'll tell you what, you could rent the Club Ninja. There's an MZ up for grabs. There's also the YPM machine, so don't just dream it, come out and do it.
I think there is one for the Minitwins as well. Is it Andrew Smith who you can go up?
Tristan Buchanan has a rent-a-bike as well, I think. Yeah, I think it's Tristan who does a rent-a-bike there as well. So, yeah, you're right. You could be a Minitwin rider for the weekend. Don't quite know what the deal is there, but, yeah, I'm sure I've seen Tristan offer that service as well. So, yeah, there's plenty of opportunity to come out and play. Looks like a bit of a swap down the back there between Sims and Bate. I think Bate took a long time for his light turned out down the back there. Maybe not him actually. No, maybe it's all chopping and changing. It all only matters at the end of the day. It doesn't really matter what's happening right now. As we look down and look at who was the loser there. Yeah, Davies went up 3. Wood went down 1. But the class of the field in the 400s this time round is going to be Nick Smith. It's a great shame that Nick and Ant aren't at their back, because Nick was showing some good speed in the last race, and you did wonder if he's going to get a lot closer to his main rival in the championship there. There goes Bates, Harvey, Lee over the line there.
Next across the line, that's Ollie Sims then on bike number 81. Next up is Magnus Manson Chubb on bike 55. That's the ZXR 400. and Ollie Sims on the Ninja 400 then. So a slight difference in power there, but Ollie Sims putting it to good use as the 189. That's Seb Barron, isn't it, on the 189?
Yeah, he's absolutely flying. Seb, he comes across the line 2:13, so absolutely nothing too remarkable about the lap time, but he's certainly the class of the field at the moment. Comes across the line ahead of Egginton and Wood, who are having a good argument there. Tom Spencer also in the mix. Tom losing a place there. Looks like Watson's gone backwards a long way. I'm hearing a bit of chatter on the radio there, mate, so I do wonder if, unfortunately, we have lost the number 21 machine, because now Buchanan goes past and Watson has dropped 30-odd places there. Let's just get a confirmation of Alan Watson. Yeah, was out on the grid there, so unfortunately it's all gone a little bit wrong for him. Freddie Bate make up 3 places in that last lap there, mate, so he's back in the groove as well, and he's showing as being third in the sub-64s behind Cade Watt and Steve Rapper. From Power Machine over Nick Smith is the one who leads the way. Fastest man on the track, Jake Donkersley with 2:11.3 on that lap. He's got a long way to make up on Nick there, about 4 seconds or so. He's actually having quite a lonely race.
So we've got a rider down on the exit of Agostini's here as well. Looks like one of our rookie mini-twin riders. The rider is actually perfectly okay. They've leaped from the tyre wall and safely behind the tyre wall in the Armco there. Jake Donkersley putting the fastest lap of the race on the first of that flying lap then at the end of lap number 2 of a 2-minute 11.369. As Nick Smith races towards the line once more to complete lap number 3. So on to the penultimate lap then for Nick Smith, bike number 15. Ahead of Jake Donkersley, who again goes marginally quicker. It's 0.6 of a second quicker, but there's not enough time to catch up to Nick Smith if he was to chip away at the lead that quick.
Yeah, it's a pity he didn't show that sort of speed at the start of the race. He could have a really good battle on our hands here. Well, the one I think we've lost down there at Agostini's is Tom Svensson, unfortunately, because he hasn't tripped the timing beam over the back there. So the rookie Tom Svensson, as you said, he's up and he's okay. We've got to establish the relationship between Tom and James, because I can't believe they're not related, because it's not the most common name in Malaysia, Svensson. I mean, maybe if we're in some sort of Nordic Arctic type countries, it might be like a Smith or something like that, but I'm afraid in the UK, Svensson is not the most common of handles, as Mr. Barron leads over the line once again, and let's see, 6.5 seconds now. Tim Wood down there in third place, so looking to pick up some useful championship points as well, as indeed are all these riders. There goes Priestley gaining a place, of course, and yeah, Max isn't going any quicker though, because he's doing 2:21s at the moment, and he did a 2:18 earlier, so clearly lost his way a little bit. What I suggest Max should do, and I do suggest is I hope that he did it anyway, but if he's coming out to play at a later round, needs to hook up with Jeremy Hill, and he'll put him with one of our instructors, like Kev Lilly, I think, does the instructing for the Minitwins from memory. The certainly could be a lot worse person than Kev Lilly to, it's all right, I deserve it. A lot worse person than Kev Lilly to teach you how to get around, the regular front runner in the Minitwins, and of course the class coordinator. So, yeah, Max or anybody else who wants some lessons, please do go and see Jeremy or have a word with the office, and they can organise for you to be on the list to get some free instructions on the Friday at the circuit. As that's Craig Ferris, yep, comes across the line. So we've lost Gill, Watson and Spencer. That is 3 retirements, so that is quite a bit of detritus to scoop up after the race. The recovery vans will be working overtime once again. Certainly nothing's going to stop Mr. Smith, though. He's over the line there. Let's have a look. That gap was out over 4 seconds, and it's another fastest lap there. Donkersley keeps doing it by a few tenths of a second every lap, but he's still 3 seconds away from the lead. So, Jake, you need to work on those starts, mate. You could be looking at a shiny gold medal for your efforts without too much trouble at all. Two people go very closely over the line there. Rapper and Bate arguing over second in the sub-64 class. They're separated by half a bike length there. Then it's Harvey and Lee over the line, 3/10 of a second separating them, but they are in different classes. Sims and Manson Chubb should be up next, and those guys are having a discussion over the Formula 400 sub-64 rookies. Is that actually a class? Well, it is Seb Barron who has now put his way in over those guys, because he now moves up a couple of places in the overall standings, up to 8th place overall, easily leading the rookie Minitwins. But Wood and Egerton, they've swapped places there. They're, let's see, 3/10 of a second in favour of Tim Wood now. So looks like James Eggington is going to have to swap his medal collection around a little bit unless he can find a few tenths of a second on the last lap there. There we go. Priestley over on the 2:19, so he's got a near look than he did previously. He's still not been able to beat that 2:18 he did earlier. The t-shirt I see there on David Luff. Yeah, it's a t-shirt he's wearing there. It's a popular choice, actually. I must admit, it's a usual thing. I actually wear a day-glow orange t-shirt when I go cycling so the world can see me. I know you think it was hard to miss, but you got to go with every opportunity you can when you're pedalling along the roads, haven't you? Certainly the speed I pedal, mate. I am definitely not in Nicky Wilson's class, that's for sure. Okay, nor's my bicycle. Smith, Dongersley, Watt, Rapper, Bates, Harvey, Lee. Then that's your 400s. Then it's Barron, Wood, Eggington, King, Davies, Priestley, Luff. Right, Buchanan, and there goes the checkered flag, and that confirms Nick Smith as the winner of the 400 race. So he'll be a very happy Nick Smith. That's 25 points he brings home. And that'll be useful. It'll be interesting to see how that particular championship shuffles its way out a little bit later, because there's going to be lots of swapping around. And also in the rookie Minitwins, I do think Tim Wood will continue to lead, because Michael Hopkins is not here this weekend. I don't think George Davies has had a particularly startling weekend. Richard Hodges, is he here this weekend? I'm not seeing his name.
He was here this
weekend,
here,
yeah. I'm not sure if he is.
Back at home now, I suspect, recovering from that broken skateboard.
Oh, yes, that's right. You mentioned that before. Ben King's picked up some useful points as well. James Keeganton has as well. Tom Svensson had some useful points, obviously not in that particular race. So, yeah, there's quite a few runners and riders.